A thread by Soul War. Two. 2 days to the day. President Trump is doing 4 rallies a day now. People talk about his amazing energy and vitality. I looked at President Trump during this morning's rally in Michigan, and he's having a blast. These rallies aren't work for Trump, they're fun. He loves the crowd. The crowd loves him back. He's energized by this, not depleted. People talk about the amazing energy they feel at these ginormous rallies. While imaging the energy, well, imagine the energy President Trump must be feeling. He gets to talk about his numerous accomplishments the MSM will never cover or mention. It's okay, he says. I didn't do all those things for them. I did them for you, the American people. Trump has delivered on his promises to such a degree he is changing everything about the standards of good governance and our expectations of DC. This is the true threat he poses and why the radical left has tried so hard to destroy candidate and then President Trump. We ask ourselves, what the effing hell were all of those previous presidents doing all those years? If one man can come in and get these amazing results, have we been played? Yes. Our good nature and belief in fair play have been used against us. We went to sleep and allowed Marxists to indoctrinate our kids. We allowed our leaders to ship the foundation of the American economy overseas. We were being set up to fail and collapse spectacularly. Doomed. They would then ride in to save us with their glorious Marxism. They wouldn't call it that, of course. And Lady Liberty's torch would go out, and the despots and tyrants of the world would cheer and get back to oppression as usual, no longer troubled by her beacon of freedom. America was a lie, you see, and they'd record our failure in with relish as they firmly closed our chapter in world history. Our interference finally remedied. Well, all during decades, they prepared us for this inevitable victory over freedom. One man was preparing as well. He rubbed elbows with these would be despots and learned how things worked in DC. He was asked to run for president numerous times by them because they thought he was one of them. He hates them, just like I do. He knows what they are. And more importantly, he knew how to beat them. So, as they threw 101 lying strumpets at him, he said, "See you in court." They never showed. As the mainstream media's lies about him went past parody, he took his accomplishments and good deeds straight to the American people as the mainstream media raged and broke itself. He began delivering on his promises to the delight of Americans and the horror of the elites, proving their status quo was nothing more than a structure designed to abuse us as it funded and enriched itself off of us. Solving America's problems didn't benefit them, you see. They're liars. Their idea of civil service is playing out right now in deep blue cities as do what I say or else. While President Trump and his administration's idea of civil service is about to be vindicated by a MAGA slide. Game over, man. Game over. Can you feel it? The Biden Kamala ticket is what I call a negative vessel. In warfare, you seek to manipulate your enemy into putting all of his efforts, influence, money, plans, morale, etc., into an opposing general you can easily defeat all their efforts. So, when you prevail, you get an easy victory. When the negative vessel is shattered, the enemy has no plan B, no other recourse but to surrender. President Trump helped choose Biden and Harris, I have zero doubt, and his opposition have tied everything wrong with America to their ticket, plus lawlessness and rioting. I am not saying that there won't be lawlessness and rioting after a Trump MAGA slide. I'm saying that any pretense of a moral force they had will be gone, utterly rejected, and DOA for 40 years. That's the power of the negative vessel. You don't extort the American people without consequences. In 48 hours, President Trump's fun really begins. He gets to implement long prepared policies he's always wanted to do without any DC or judicial interference. Interference, that's the key word. We have been interfered with for decades to divide us, keep us asleep, or locked down. We weren't supposed to wake up. We weren't supposed to elect Trump. They are doing everything within their power to ensure Biden wins. But even their servants in DC see the writing on the wall. What have you seen the last 6 months? Mask laws as the real masks fall away. Does this help you understand the lockdowns? The Great Reset is here. If you haven't read Archbishop Vigano's letter, you really should. And I'm going to make a video on it, guys, just to let you know. It's just another power grab by desperate Marxists before the ripples of Trump's second term shatter their tenuous hold over humanity. As their exposed lies build, so does the anger and resentment of those still in the thrall of those deep blue hell zones. Again, Huntergate is just one Moab Trump had in his arsenal of truth. Giuliani's last 3 videos are incredible as he lays out what was on those abandoned laptops. The sea change you are about to witness will go down in history. Your vote makes you part of that history. It provides you an honored place in the Trump movie that's about to begin. Let's watch together as an amazing and wonderful future unfolds. Addendum. Before I could even finish this thread, I see this Fox News poll. Fox News poll. Majority trusts Biden on COVID. Half say virus is out of control. Well, who's surprised at this point? Chinese Communist Party equals Fox. New media will dominate the American news landscape. We will not miss you guys at all. To support the works of Brent Cates, donate any amount at paypal.me/Brent Cates. Also, visit the Americana Rising Teespring store.